On the third Sunday of Lent, we begin to experience what's known as the Scrutinies during Mass. And I wanted to make just a little video here to explain what's going to happen and the purpose of these scrutinies. Now, this word scrutiny sounds pretty harsh sometimes, I think, to people. Sounds like we're judging them or asking them to mortify themselves a little bit during Lent, but it really has a greater meaning, and it's a wonderful witness to our community. So these are ancient rituals that are made relevant today. The scrutiny is applied to the early Catholic Church's examination of the catechumens, those who are waiting for baptism. Now, because we've gone through rite of election, we don't call them catechumens anymore. Those of you who are waiting for baptism are known now as the elect. And so these ancient rituals of scrutiny and another very foreboding word, exorcism, were written into the rites before baptism to heal and protect all of you before initiation. The purpose of these scrutinies is to uncover, then heal all that is weak, defective, or sinful in the hearts of the elect, and to bring out, then strengthen all that is upright and good. This quotation comes from the Rite of our CIA. It goes on to say, "For the scrutinies are celebrated in order to deliver the elect from the power of sin and Satan, to protect them against temptation, and to give them strength in Christ." These sound kind of like primitive ancient words, don't they? And they sound rather serious, and they are. But as it points out here on the screen, it's not all about the sinfulness of the elect, but more about the overwhelming grace of God in Christ. So these exorcisms are not meant to be fear-laden bouts with Satan, but are grace-filled encounters with the healing power of the Spirit. So whatever Hollywood has said about exorcisms and scrutinies, we can put that out of our mind and focus in on this very beautiful and positive perspective. So why the scrutinies? Well, when one is baptized, one is freed from the power of sin. It doesn't mean that the person won't sin again. It's just that it won't have anyone in its grasp. Those who have not yet entered the waters of the font are still vulnerable. And since they have not yet been clothed with Christ and have not been reborn as new creations, we feel that they need extra prayers and extra protection, and that's what the scrutinies are really doing. The scrutinies are always celebrated during Lent on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th Sundays. Each Sunday has a particular theme arising from the Gospel of John, which is in Cycle A. For the 3rd Sunday of Lent, we celebrate the first scrutiny. The theme is living water, and we meditate on the story of the woman at the well, also known as the Samaritan woman. On the 4th Sunday of Lent, the theme is light, and we are reflecting again on the Gospel of John and the story, the man born blind. On the 5th Sunday of Lent, for the 3rd scrutiny, the theme is life. And we read the Gospel of John, the raising of Lazarus, to illuminate that point. I suggest that all of you sink deeply into these readings, even those of you who are baptized, to renew your own baptismal promises. And so once again, who and where? Who is the elect? So just those of you in our group who are unbaptized will be coming forward to receive this ritual. It will happen during Mass, right after the homily. So the same idea, you will be called forward and you will go and stand in front of the congregation with your godparents. And remember, if they can't be there, you will need a proxy, someone to stand in for them. So if you don't have either one, please let me know. You will come forward, you'll stand before the priest with your godparents, and then the ritual will begin. So here's what happens. You will be called forth with your godparents. You will be asked to kneel. Now, if you cannot kneel, like you have had a knee replacement or something, you can stand. But most of you will be kneeling on the step, which is on the sanctuary, and it's pretty hard. It's made of stone, so good luck with that. So we will read intercessions for you. These are specific prayers that will talk about your being released from darkness and all of that. Next, there will be the prayer of exorcism, which the priest will read over you. Now remember, this is in Hollywood. It's just a beautiful prayer, and listen to it carefully and feel it coming into you. Then there will be the laying on of hands. Now, during the pandemic, you might experience something different from the different priests that are going to be doing these. Some may lay hands actually on you. Some may just put them above you. Just go with it. After the laying on of hands, you'll be asked to stand, and we will have dismissal, meaning we'll leave the church together with all of the rest of you who are waiting and go to our normal class place and have our time together. Very simple ritual. It'll be repeated each Sunday. There'll be different prayers, but it's the same order. So once you do the first one on the first Sunday of Lent, you'll know what to do on the next 2 Sundays. The main thing then, after the scrutiny happens, is just to feel the glow of release. You should feel light coming into your body, and you should feel the darkness going away. And after doing this 3 times, I would think you should be able to sort of walk on clouds. Okay, everybody, that's my explanation of the scrutinies. I can't wait to celebrate them with you. So I will see you Sunday at 11 o'clock Mass inside the church. And remember, right after the homily, the first one will happen. See you then.